Greetings and good morning. And it's just barely morning. It's 11:30 and Miss Tie-Dye just dropped me back off at Lemon Gap. It is day 28 for me. 27 was a 0. I enjoyed visiting with family and resting and relaxing, and it was a good 0. But I'm back at the trail. I'm going to try to make it to Deer Park Mountain Shelter. It's an 11-mile hike, and it's 11:30, so looks like I've got about at least 6 hours in front of me to try to get there before dark. So time to get on it. I don't know if you can hear me because of all the wind, but the top of this first hill is a beautiful bald spot. That was really a special treat on day 26, getting to hike with my daughters. I really appreciate them taking time out of their busy lives, work and family, to come hike with their old man. I really appreciate Ms. Tie-Dye for helping make it happen. Hopefully I'll have some more people hiking with me in the future. That'd be fun. So the wind so far has been pretty strong. It's knocked my hat off at least 3 times as I was coming over that bald area on top of the hill. I think I'm supposed to have strong winds for another 2 hours, and it's supposed to kind of die down. And then the last forecast I saw said it was supposed to rain all night. Yippee! So not only am I trying to beat the sun and getting to where I'm going to tent tonight, I'm also trying to beat the rain clouds. Last I checked, I should beat both, but you never know what the trail might bring you. So far, it's been a really good trail, And it's interesting, I'm only seeing one set of footprints in the muddy areas. So there's only one person ahead of me since the rain stopped. I would have thought there would have been more. So I left 2 items at home. I left my spikes. I know that's controversial. I could still run into problems at Roan Mountain and the Grayson Highlands. But the weather forecast doesn't suggest that, at least from here to Roan. But I know it can change, so that's a gamble I took to save a pound. Those spikes were heavy. And then I had some two warm hands, or hot hand packets, or two hot hands that I had just in case I really needed them in some cold weather, and I never did. In my sleeping bag, I was toasty warm, and as long as I was moving, I stayed warm, no matter what the temperature was. But you never know, so I had it. So I left that at home, and I picked up my water filter. So I think we're still going to get some cold nights, but I think there'll be fewer and fewer, and hopefully we won't have any deep freezes. And I'm just ready to filter water and not use those tablets anymore. I still have some tablets in case I need them as backup, but my primary water purification now will be filter. Huh. That's getting steep. I'm going to use my poles. I've noticed that I've started becoming kind of frustrated on some of these long downhills into a gap when I know that that's probably the hill then I've got to climb once I get to the bottom. Up, down, up, down, up, down. All right, that is my primary climb of the day in the books. This is Bluff Mountain, the top of Bluff Mountain. Kind of have a view. It's kind of cloudy and foggy, but in the distance over there is Roan Highlands, Roan High Knob. It's the high point in the distance over there. Should be there in about a week. This is my hike down from the top of Bluff Mountain. It's a really long 4-mile hike downhill. I'm really enjoying kind of the wide open spaces of the side of the mountain here. Lots of trees, but very little underbrush. So you can see for a long ways. My water sources have been great this afternoon. Lots of water sources. You know, sometimes the downhill can be more difficult for me than the uphill, especially when there's a lot of rocks and roots and these big steps. But this descent from Bluff Mountain has been terrific. Just a nice, gentle downslope. Lots of switchbacks coming down the mountain. It's been a really nice change. Really enjoyed the climb down off of Bluff Mountain. Change of plans. I got to the shelter and it was 4:45 and I was thinking there's still 3 hours of daylight left. So I decided to walk on to Hot Springs. Here I am. I'm going to tent at the Hot Springs Resort and Spa, I think that's what it's called. Oh, look. Smoky Mountain Diner. I hope to have breakfast there in the morning. Anyway, the Hot Springs Resort and Spa is not open yet for normal business, but they're allowing thru hikers to tent for a small fee. So I'm gonna go tent at the Hot Springs Resort and then have a delicious breakfast at the Smoky Mountain Diner in the morning. Spring has sprung in Hot Springs. I found a friend to hike with. All right, let me close out day 28. Started at Lemon Gap at about 11:30, and I ended up at Hot Springs Resort and Spa. But I'm not at a resort and spa, I'm just tenting here on the grounds. I had planned to go to the shelter. I think there was Deer Park Mountain Shelter, and I got there and it was 4:45. I was thinking, it's going to be light for 3 more hours. I don't want to just sit around and light for 3 more hours. So I decided to push on to Hot Springs. So I'm in Hot Springs. I'll get up in the morning, go have breakfast at Smoky Mountain Diner. It's supposed to start raining at about 10 o'clock tonight, and maybe even rain until 6 a.m. Hopefully it'll stop before then. But I think I'm in a good spot. It was the tread on the trail today was just great. It was a really nice hiking. There were lots of ups and downs, but the treadway on the trail was really nice and easy hiking. So day 28 was a 14-mile day. I've made it to mile 275. You might be able to hear the French Broad in the background. And I'm looking forward to getting a good night's sleep tonight. Take care. Good night.